I got a chance to already watch it.
Oh, did you?
Say amazing job.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Was there any did you feel like such a groundbreaking material? Any sense of intimidation a little?
Oh, of course. Are you kidding me? I mean, this is to me, this was the project that changed the way that I view Batman. When I read this as a kid, I was 11 when it came out. It totally changed the way I looked at Batman, because before that it was Super Friends and it was Adam West Batman, and I loved that. But to me, it was like Sherlock Holmes with a Batman outfit. That's how it was. And then I read The Dark Knight Returns that summer, and it totally changed the way I viewed him, and I became a huge fan at that point. And of course, after that, the Tim Burton film came out, and I remember I had the Batman shirt, and I was in line. I was just, it was perfect age for that, And then everything after that has all been kind of formed because of what Frank Miller had done. He had created this kind of more contemporary version of Batman that we see today, So that's why, for me, it was like a dream project. I was like, when they announced it, because I had just finished year one, and I was directing on Young Justice at the time, and I was at the end of it. And so when they asked me, hey, did you want to work on, Batman Dark Knight Returns? I was like, are you kidding me? I originally wanted to do the mutant leader fight and the mud fight, and then afterwards, about a week later, they said, oh, we need you to direct it. And I was like, okay. I literally was driving home on the 110 freeway, and it blew my mind that I was thinking, I had this huge grin on my face that I'm doing the Dark Knight Returns. How awesomely cool is that, and it was great.
Did you have a chance to talk to Frank Miller at all about this? Or?
Yeah, one of those things that I wish I was able to pick his brain about. Hey, what'd you think about this? Unfortunately, Frank's a busy guy. It's not like I have even Bruce Timm. It's not like I have access to Bruce all the time.
Right.
So the times that I do get to hang out with Bruce, that's the times when I think, if anything, Bruce is the best kind of person to ask about. Hey, do you think this is what fits the Batman mythos? And so when it comes to stuff about I wonder what Frank was doing here. It was a lot of times when it was usually my own interpretation, because like I said, I can't call it Frank, and because I knew Frank was super busy, and who am I? I'm just an animation director. I know he really likes what we do, but at the same time, I know he's a busy guy. So what I try to do is I try to read the source material. I talk to my crew, and ask them what their impressions of the source material was. Because what's funny is all of us all had different kind of what we remember from the original graphic novel. Because I hadn't read it in 20 years, and so when I finally opened it again, there's a lot of things that as a child I totally missed.
Right.
But as an adult, and now looking at what Bob Goodman had done in the original screenplay, and seeing what Frank had done, I was able to see, I never noticed that. Bob kind of saw it this way, and I saw it another way, and then I tried to form. Okay, now what based upon what Frank is and my interpretation as well as the writers, how can I get it as close as possible to the source material as I can?
Any teases for part 2?
All I can say is part 2 is awesome. It's just amazing. I'm hoping that when we come back here, if we do a premiere here, that you guys will just get blown away, because it's amazing. It's really, really good.
Cool.
Cool. That's nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you.
Cool.